Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to another episode of March No Spend Month / Meal Planning Monday. Stick around if you're interested. Hey y'all, hey! Erica with Time to Shrink. Let's talk about what the plan for this week is. We'll do our meal planning, we'll talk about what we're gonna eat, we'll talk about what we're spending. We're in another no spend challenge, or at least a low spend challenge. I gave myself a little bit of spending allotment this month, but we're going to talk about everything that's going on with that. All right, I have all kinds of notes, y'all, because I have a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about. So the first thing, let's kind of go over the meal plan. We're eating out of the fridge, freezer, and pantry and buying very little groceries. So I did get a handful of groceries. This was a quick run into Publix, some breads that were buy one get one free, and a little bit of grape jelly for making kids lunches. Just got back from Publix. We got Coke Zeros were buy two get two free. Jason says these are a necessity apparently, so we bought them. Luckily they were on sale. This was all Publix. Got some napkins because we needed them. These were buy one get one free, so we got some strawberries. And my kids were not liking that we were out of cheese, and this Tillamook was on sale. Plus I have an Ibotta for it, so I got those. And then Borden American cheese, because for some reason I have like a hankering for it. It's probably been 10 years since I bought American cheese. I don't know, y'all. I forgot to say, y'all, these were, I know I said buy two get two free, but these were over $20 just for the 4 of these before they were on sale, and I ended up getting everything for less than I would have paid for just these, so pretty good. I filled out my little meal plan list, and we'll kind of go over real quick what the plans are. I always plan out what I'm going to prep for the week to cook. I'm doing an egg fast this week, so the egg casserole is for my son, but I'm making egg loaf for me. Probably going to make some deviled eggs, kids lunches. I may make some taco meat to have. I'm not sure if I'm going to make that. And then I'm going to put together a broccoli cheese soup. For breakfast, we'll have egg loaves or egg casseroles. Lunches are going to be peanut butter and jelly for the kids, or bars for Jason, eggs for me. Then I wrote down a few groceries that I'm going to need. So for Sunday, we're going to eat out because we were out of town. Monday, I was still out of town, and I was coming back in late that evening. That was last evening. So I pulled out some pre-shredded pork that my husband had done on a smoker and thawed it. So that day, all they had to do was shred it, heat it up, and eat it. So that's what they had for dinner. Tuesday is my daughter's birthday, and this is what she requested, so we'll be having Chinese takeout for Tuesday because it's her birthday, and they do get to pick what they eat on their birthdays. Wednesday is leftovers, or the kids often eat at church. Thursday, I'm going to make a fathead pizza and use up the rest of the barbecue on it with some cheese. I think that should be really, really good. And then Friday and Saturday, we'll be out of town again for soccer. So that's the plan this week for as far as what we're going to be eating. And I will be recording a What I Eat Wednesday as always, but I'm going to be doing a egg fast day basically. So it'll be a little different than my typical, but I will still share it with you. What else did I want to talk about? Last week I spent all $50 that I had allotted to myself for groceries. I had to buy some coffee online, and I had to buy some Zip Fizz online, so that added up pretty quickly. And then I have $50 in miscellaneous that I'm allowing myself to spend. I spent 40 of that, so I had like $10 left over of the 40 miscellaneous that I spent last week. Going into this week, that meant I could carry forward that $10 if I need it, or I can save it. So we'll see if we need it. But y'all, what else happened last week was we had our water heater go out. Our hot water heater went out. Oh my gosh. So I had a plumber out, and we ended up choosing to get the tankless hot water heater. And let me just tell you, the tankless hot water heater cost $3,200. It was exactly the same amount that I owe in paying off my student debt. If you've watched any of my most recent no spend videos, I've been trying to save to get rid of my student debt so that it's just gone. What I had left for this month was $3,200, and my plan was to be able to pay that off this month. I knew that I had some extra money from some side hustles coming in. My husband coaches soccer, more than one soccer team. He in fact coaches 3 soccer teams on top of his regular job. Brings in more than our regular salary, and we try to use that towards certain towards certain funds. So like some of it goes towards spending for soccer money because we travel a lot with soccer with my son. So we put money for his soccer program aside out of that. But also we have, since we started budgeting, we're looking to save that money towards student debt or different things like that. Anyways, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, so I was gonna have enough money between his little side hustle of soccer, and I had money coming in. I am somewhat new to this budgeting thing. I hadn't been doing it in a while, and somehow we way overpaid a credit card bill. I thought we had spent an exorbitant amount on our credit card bill, and I freaked out and I pulled money from savings to pay it so that it would be zero. I wasn't thinking straight. I didn't look into it. Anyways, I overpaid a couple months ago by $2,800. Yeah, that's embarrassing as hell. That's embarrassing, y'all. But I did. So I realized it, and instead of waiting to respend to get up to that amount, I called them and asked them to cut me a check. They couldn't put it back directly in my account, but they were able to cut me a check. So they mailed me a check. So that money coupled with the soccer money was going to be able to pay for getting rid of that student debt. Well, the water heater was exactly that amount. Crazy. So we got a new hot water heater, but the good news is I didn't have to dip into any savings or any funds to pay for it because I already had money coming in for that exact amount basically. So it's so crazy how things work out. Then our van died, and it's really old. It has like 200,000 miles on it, and they were like, it's just not worth fixing. It's going to be over $1,000. So I borrowed a car from my mother-in-law, and I've got to start looking. But also it's tax season, and we have possibly a lot of money that we could owe because I didn't realize, again, I'm not a money person. I've been on disability just recently, finally, because I'm unable to work with my chronic pain and everything, and I did not realize that Social Security disability was taxed. I had no clue. So I'm gonna probably owe a good amount of money back to the government. We took our taxes to one of my husband's friends. I usually do my own, but it's way too complicated. Way too complicated now with this thrown in. So I'm waiting patiently to hear from him. I have really enough money saved up to almost buy a car, but that money may all go to taxes. So I need to start looking for a car, but I also don't know what I have to spend, or if I'm gonna have anything to spend. I may have to have a car payment. We may knock ourselves out. I don't know. Like, I'm no clue what we're gonna owe on taxes, and that is freaking me out. I'm so ready to hear back from them. Anyways, there was another thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, speaking of side hustles, I have realized that selling all of my clothes that don't fit, which is the majority of my closet, I could make some money. And originally I was going to put that towards debt too, but then I realized I've got to replace these clothes that I'm wearing. So what I'm going to do is everything that I sell, I'm using this website called Mercari, and it is really easy. You basically just take your pictures, put a description, and then it goes out to start selling. So the first day that I did that, I made over $150. So that was exciting. So I am going to put that into just a clothing fund to replace my clothes because I don't have a fund for that, and I'm realizing I'm going to need one. So that's going to be for that, but that was kind of cool. And then also I found some different apps from watching some different YouTubers that I am loving. They're new to me, but I would love to share about them. I'll try and put some pictures up here of what they look like. The Mercari, that was the app of selling stuff, the selling app. They take 10% and then you get the rest of the money. It's really, really simple. So this is the Mercari app, and I'm excited to use it. Also, I started using an app called Flip. It's like, you know, the Sunday circulars that we always got back in the day. I don't know if you still get a Sunday paper, but I don't. Where you could go through and look at all the different ads. Well, it's basically all the ads in one place, and it also has some coupons. So you can go through and touch it, and it like circles what you want from the different stores, all the different grocery stores in different places, and it helps you to make a list. You also can search. So like say I want chicken wings, it'll search for all the sales on chicken wings at all the different stores in your area. It's really, really cool. So I'm loving this Flip app. Also, Ibotta, I'd heard of it, but I'd never used it. But basically, you go through and there's different months, they have different things that they have sale. It's not sale, it's like a coupon basically, but you don't use it at the store. What you do is you find all the ones that you might use and you save them in the app, and then all you have to do is take a picture of your receipt. So like I went to Publix yesterday, took a picture of my receipt with the Ibotta app, and then it scans for any of the deals. So I only saved like, I don't know, 25 cents. I don't know, maybe something like that. I didn't get very much, but I did get something with Ibotta. And along that, there's also one called Fetch. And that one, you can scan your receipts also and you earn points. And I guess those points turn into dollars eventually. Again, same with Ibotta, those points, or those amounts add up, and eventually, I don't know if you get gift cards or if you get money. I need to figure that out. But I linked those down below, y'all, because if you would like to start using one of those or check them out, it will give you like the different apps are different amounts, but it'll give you like a $5 credit to start, so that you're already $5 into making money, things like that. Another one that I just started recently is Ebates. And I do buy a lot of things online, and I just didn't realize what Ebates did. But basically, you put the little thing in your browser, you download Ebates, and it pops. There's a way to put it in your browser. It's very easy. It's very self-explanatory. And so anytime you go to you buy things online on your computer, you go first to that and type in what store you're going to go buy from anyways, and it pulls up how much money back they will give you. It could be like 2%, it could be 1%, it could be 4%, it could be 8%. It's different on different days, but it is super simple. It just reroutes you to the same store, but through their app or through their program on your computer. And I linked that down below too, because that's another one. If you go through my link, I think I get a little bit also, but you get, I think it's $5, it might be $10 money immediately just for opening it with someone's link. If you don't open it with someone's link, you don't get that. So I linked that down below if you're interested, but I've been talking to some people that have saved like $1,000 already on Ebates. If you spend a lot of money online, which I kind of do in general, it can be really, really handy. So I totally recommend that. Another thing I found this week is a Capital One 360 account. When you are saving money to have like an emergency fund, like a major emergency fund that you're not going to touch unless like you are out of a job, like you have no other way to get money, that kind of fund, our goal is to have about $11,500 in that account. That's a bare bones 3 to 4 months for us. So we had that just in a regular account, and it wasn't really accruing any money percentage that you get back for having that money in the account. Well, Capital 360 has this really good amount that you get back, so you actually can make some money with your money that's just sitting there. So I was really impressed with it. I opened that. The app is super easy to use. I could link it to my regular bank accounts, and so that I can do direct deposit into it if I want to, or transfer money into it if I want to, any of those kind of things. And I'm linking that down below too, if I can figure out how. I know there can be a referral code on that, and if you open one of those types of accounts, I believe you get $25 to $50 of free money into your account if you use the referral link. I'm not sure how to get the referral link. I'm going to try and figure that out so I can link it down below. But I know they have them because I opened mine through somebody else's referral link and got that money. So that is really cool if you're going to be opening a savings account anyways. And there's no minimum balance that you have to have, and there's no fees. So it's just straight place to save money. Plus, I like the idea that it is in a savings account that is not with my normal bank. So when I don't see that money every day. This way it's like out of sight, out of mind, because that is only for mega emergencies. So that's really cool. Do I have any other ones? Oh, and then Groupon. Groupon if there's something that you're going to buy anyway, sometimes it makes sense to look through Groupon. And again, I think you can go through Ebates to Groupon, so you're like double saving there. Like, I have to get some laundry dry cleaned for my son, a whole suit, and I was able to get a $20 gift card to the laundry place for $12. I'm going to be spending that money anyways, so looking at Groupon first for some things can be really, really beneficial. So I suggest Groupon also. Again, I'll link all the things that I can down below, so if you're interested in checking them out, they're down there. I think that's all. That kind of got a little long, but I had a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about, a lot of stuff I want to suggest. So I hope y'all are having a good week. Have you thought about doing a no spend challenge or a pantry challenge? If you are, let me know. Let me know how it's going, what you think about it, if you're thinking of trying it soon. I've been amazed not only how much money I've saved, but how addictive it is, and how I start to notice things that I would have spent money on, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I was in line at TJ Maxx, y'all, and all these little things in that I would have normally picked up, like, oh, that's cute, I'll like that. Oh, that'll be cute for Easter. Oh, we could use one of those. And $100 later, I easily could spend that on stuff that wasn't even on my list. And I'm starting to become more aware of that, which is really, really cool. Hopefully moving forward, even when I'm not doing the challenges, I'll be able to rein it in a lot more now, where I just had not been doing that, truthfully. Anyways, bye everybody. I'll be back again shortly.